Hey everybody, and hey Cluck, how you doing? I'm trying to remember what we were doing. Okay, yeah, so I have to go there. That's pretty much, I think, what we're doing next. Can I redo the... Okay. I hate that, but that's okay. How you doing, Cluck?
You think you have a pretty hot suspect right now, don't you? That Ruby of yours?
Yeah, and...
Notice how it came together without casting too much suspicion on Clasia. It was nice and Ruby-centric in the end.
What do you mean?
Anything strike you a bit off about this mishmash?
The footprints in the pinball workshop didn't fit with the Odd Souls print on the crime scene.
No, they didn't.
So far, no one has
Notice how
mentioned
this hasn't come up at all.
hearing the shot.
Even Hardy and his boys didn't mention it. Neither did you.
Bullet was jacketed. These don't lie around everywhere, do they?
Good point. It is rather rare these days. But do continue.
And the bullet was an antique.
True. Strange how you conducted the whole advanced
You're doing good?
ballistics analysis.
That's good.
And then hand-waved it.
Okay.
That's right. Finish thought. Just finish it and conveniently go on. She's watching you leave right now. You know that. Free as a bird on that roof. Lighting up a cigarette and thinking, am I glad Ruby's in this shit and not me? Don't listen to this guy. The theory was solid. He's just jealous. Move on. It's no use harassing her further.
Baby's finally asleep again. Is there any... Can I try talking to this guy again? Wait. Oh, he's like here. Yeah. Right there.
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabiner do for you?
Still,
Nope.
all you see is
Anything else I can assist?
Okay. Anything else I can redo? What is my empathy at, anyways? Do I have any clothes that give me empathy? Glasses. That's it. Oh, these shoes give me empathy. And this jacket. Jacket, shoes, glasses. Let's try talking to Kuno.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Oh, I need to... Okay. I need
Kuno
to
doesn't
skill up
fuck-
empathy first, though. Okay. I'm gonna put these back on, then. That jacket on, and then... Do I want to wear any glasses? I mean, these ones would probably work. Okay, let's go. Here, we can ask the one fisherman about Ruby.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with? Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
Because she's blind, which you seem to have forgotten.
You know who I'm talking about.
This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Uh-huh.
Would you now? I know how this world works, and it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
This isn't about the union. You don't have to worry about retaliation.
Ah, I should have known. This is yet another union mess. I'm not afraid of them, you know. We are not in the habit of being afraid
Okay.
around here.
You know something, but you've decided not to tell
There's
us.
not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was there something else?
I see, ma'am. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to others too.
I mean, it's not a bad idea. I want to talk to these guys here, though. I want to see if they know anything about her.
Tequila Sunset.
Seen a red-haired woman named Ruby.
Can't really remember seeing any women after losing my keys.
He really has no idea who this Ruby is, sire.
Okay.
Tequila...
No, not you.
The legend! He's back. And firstly, I got smokes and piss.
Okay, I'm gonna... Let's go check out my shack, then.
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others. The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched.
Move the board aside.
Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
What's in here?
Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand, though.
Search through the sand and
You
sawdust.
stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then, something hard wrapped in paper.
Okay, then.
A small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A bullet. A 9mm bullet, to be exact. Fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber. Like your own Villiers pistol, for example.
Okay, so it's not for something like the murder weapon.
The floorboard isn't interested. Maybe the washerwoman is. You have enough to confront her with. It's extra ammunition. She's locked and loaded, ready to fight some cops. On the table, you see a bowl of water, a a rough soap, and next to it, the bed is comforting.
We found a bullet, but we don't know what it does. Like, I'm guessing we can just use it in the gun we have?
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Why was there a bullet?
Damn that girl.
And without anger, a long and harsh life has taught her not to buckle under pressure.
A bullet? You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
You rented the room to her?
Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl. As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
Okay, when was this?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into, that girl?
That's for the police to find out. Right then, please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
You said she left on Monday.
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think.
She probably heard the Lieutenant's Kanema drive by, and it woke her up, just like it did you.
You must have heard your Kanema.
Yes. That is a downside of having a 130 kilowatt engine. It lets the bad guys know when you are coming.
Is the room exactly as she left it?
I cleaned it, like I always do.
Was there anything else in there?
No,
The truth, sire.
What is she like?
she's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time, kept to herself. She tried not to let it show,
Okay.
but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
Why do you think she left the bullet there?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
Okay, so where did she go then?
I don't know. Further up the coast, she tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
Okay.
It's a peninsula. She might be trapped.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You
I'm wondering if she's in the
only
door
just arrived.
that we couldn't get in before. Like that we haven't tried to get in
I
because
wouldn't
it's a
worry
red
about
check.
that, man. We are persistent.
Further up the coast
Are
we go
you
then.
sure you would rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater? Seems like a better idea to me.
The Feld electric neuron. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
Okay.
One thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her. She's a good girl, whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
I want to talk to this person again. As well.
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Oh? Who?
Looking for a suspect who might have stayed in this neighborhood.
Okay. When did this person stay here?
Very recently, might have arrived on Friday.
Oh. I've been out on the sea for most of the past week. The weather's been good for fishing, so I usually start at 4 in the morning. Yes, that's the optimal time. Got to make the most of the calm. I've been sleeping like a corpse after. The sea really takes its toll. Now I'm just waiting for the wind to settle to get out there again. Sorry I couldn't help you out. Maybe I can help you find someone else.
Okay.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
Okay, so it wants us to go back to that building. Oh, look at this mural again. I might need to pick up the baby again. Okay.
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D.
No? Come on. No.
A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains.
You're
It
okay.
says, tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Step closer.
Above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice.
Nope. Spit it out. Come on. Hey. Trying to keep him calm. He's trying to nap, but
Feld Electrical. How ironic. All these dark rooms. Feld Electrical. You only know them as a small company that makes ink cartridges. Looks like they used to be big. There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first.
okay. Why do I feel like I know this place?
Indeed. Somehow you knew it was here. An urban ruin gutted by looters that once used to consume money and dispense warmth and light.
Could Ruby be in there?
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there. Or in that boat shack. In that church tower, maybe.
Why single out this one building?
Ooh. Okay.
Even though you're
Yes.
sure you succeeded, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead, no rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb.
No, you're just like, that's okay. What was I even attempting to do?
Trying to talk to the wind. The city, whatever you thought would happen, did not. And now you're just standing there with your hands fallen to your side. Is trying to talk to the city something you've done before? Is it in your secret repertoire? A trick for when you're out of ideas?
She could be anywhere. How do we
How
find
do
her?
we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt, so we have an understanding of the geography, at least. And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can
It's
enter
okay.
first,
Here.
like we did in the village.
Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Here we go. Up we go. You're okay. Right? You're okay.
Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you. An adventure awaits.
You're okay.
An adventure on the windswept urban coast.
Okay. You're okay. You need food again? Okay. Something about bunkers. Oh wait, what's this? Okay, well, there's no way in here though, I don't think.
A row of ghostly shades facing a crumbling wall.
Yeah, this is the
With
same
another
thing.
7 shades standing 10 meters. A cold sea wind.
Back up here. Like, there's a spot over there, but I don't know how to get to it. Back up here.
The light vanishes inside the concrete slit. The structure goes deep under the earth.
What's in there?
Maybe it's just a storm drain for the sewer.
You have any idea what's
No
down there?
idea. Could be connected to one of the buildings around here.
Think we might find her
We
down
might
there?
find her down somewhere. There's an old storm drain system beneath Martinez that's mostly collapsed. Revachol sewage system has been built and rebuilt 4 or 5 times now. In conclusion, she could be under any building. I hope not.
Here. I don't think there's going to be anything here, but we're going to double check.
Yes, what is it?
Have you seen anyone suspicious? Woman named Ruby?
What? No, no one's suspicious around here.
She has not seen her, sire. 'Tis true.
Okay. Oh, this guy's gone now. Nothing else in here. Yeah? Sleepy baby?
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
Okay, can I get any, do I have any other equipment that'll give me increased interfacing? It's okay. Okay, that gives me +2 interfacing, so. Let's see. Because I don't see why I'd get interfacing from a different. The only thing I can think of is that I have to try the door even though I might fail. I'm gonna go try and listen to the wind again one more time. And we'll see if it gives me a new clue. Because it did mention bunkers. But I also see that there, and I don't know how to get over there though.
The once bright mural towers above you, saying, suddenly there's a sigh carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it, in through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk, its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
She's down there.
Okay, why?
We've looked everywhere
Right.
else.
How do we get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically.
Finally, my time to shine.
Yes.
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
Okay. Wait, what's this?
An old pipe peeks out from beneath the rotten boards of the boardwalk. Could this be an alternative path into the felled building? A building like this must have multiple doors serving various functions. Perhaps a basement access. Your eyes slowly begin to adjust to the darkness inside the drainage pipe. The lieutenant looks over your shoulder.
Could we get into the felled building through this pipe?
Given that this isn't a martial arts thriller, it's highly unlikely, and not without risk to our health either. However, the pipe suggests there may be an entrance to the basement around.
He means the pipe must be coming from somewhere in the building.
Hi.
And it's right here, a maintenance door.
It's jammed shut. The subtle approach isn't going to work on this one.
Okay. Okay, guys. Should I try to go into the bunker? I kind of want to. Let me go, because it needs a 20. I think, and I think my skill is... Hi. I know. You're okay. You're okay.
An old door, worn by elements.
Okay,
guards
so
the
I have a
door.
10, and
The
it
wind
requires
has
a
blown
20.
a sand dune in
A
front
roll of a
it.
20. That means if I
The
roll
door hasn't
10
been
or
opened
higher,
in a long while. You
then
see
I
a
win.
handle.
But it's a red check. You know what? Fuck it. Let's save scum this shit. He makes such interesting noises. He's trying to chew on his fingers again. So it does make me wonder if he's breathing. Well, we'll find out in a week. Okay. Because he seems to stay calm as long as I'm holding him. So it could be that being close helps him to feel like safe and stuff.
worn by elements. You rattle the handle a bit, then push on the door with all your weight. It does not budge. Not only is it locked, it's also jammed shut.
The door's shut tight. How can we get in there?
We don't get in there.
Well, we even got into the light-bending guy's container, but you're saying we can't get in here.
Frankly, you're just going to have to accept the fact that you can't get in through every single door.
No. We've gotten into every door thus far. That's what we do. We open doors. We're cops. That's our perk. Even Everard knew that's a part of our MO.
I'm not gonna accept this. The door could be part of the investigation.
Relax. No one's hiding in there. If we can't open it, others can't either. And thus they can't get in.
At least you can think about opening it, about doors in general. They are, after all, fundamental to your life. Perhaps something useful will come from this.
Huh. Yeah.
Behind the pipe, the maintenance door, rusted shut and half sunken in sand.
Oh wait, hang on. I do have the equipment that'll give me physical instrument. There's like a muscle shirt. Is that really it? I guess it is. Oh, let's try it.
Behind the pipe, the maintenance door, rusted shut. You and the lieutenant lean all your weight into pushing the doors apart. But
Let's take a breather and try this again later. It's very tough.
Okay, let's put our other shirt back on. And we'll climb the ladder. Whee.
a rusty ladder leads to the rooftop. Some of the rungs are missing.
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
Assess the
The
situation.
distances between the remaining rungs are rather wide. You'd have to use the mounting brackets. However, they seem corroded and the peeling rust is razor sharp. In addition, the first rung is going to be tough to reach. It's what, 3 meters above the ground, and you're 180? Not to mention that the roof is collapsing and the wind gets pretty brutal up
Well,
there.
they sure aren't
Dismounting
trying to
from the
convince
ladder
me
is
to
going
go up
be
the ladder,
hard.
are they?
Perhaps if you were to not climb the ladder. Instead, what if you were to do something more subtle? What if you were to reconceptualize climbing the ladder?
What if I just teleport?
Teleportation is not a thing.
Won't hurt to try.
Oh yes, it could hurt. A lot.
He is restraining himself from using a parental tone with you right now.
Okay, let's do it.
All you need
Yes,
to do
I did
is
it.
close your eyes and concentrate. Darkness enfolds you. You can feel the distance between the bench and the first rung of the ladder. All you need to is... Zoot, zap, pow, crinkle. It's like magic. You feel yourself disappear. Your atoms fading out of existence.
Okay, then.
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Bam! You find yourself on the roof, having mastered the art of physical displacement.
Don't go, just stand there.
You know, for the record, you didn't teleport there. You just climbed the ladder with your eyes closed.
The wind at the top of the building starts howling loudly, blowing away the lieutenant's voice. Faintly you hear.
I know. Gotta put my arm down though. Sorry, kid. Hi. I'm still right here, okay?
Never mind. Find a way to let me in when you get inside. Don't go adventuring with a backup, especially if we think the suspect may be hiding here.
Okay. Stones fall, it's a long way down. Well, no kidding. Glass is covered with grime and dust. It's okay. It's not like my arm not being there. I'm trying to come the other way. Seems like this way a little bit better. You're okay. See? Perhaps near we sealed the basement. Hey, what's wrong? Hey? Do you need food again? Do we need food again? Flip the baby? Flip the baby? Flip the baby? You like the tent? Is that what you want? Ah. Ah. There you go.
Two rusty metal plates that slide apart form a crude door. It's been here under the boardwalk for a while.
Push the doors open.
It's much easier from this side. The panels on the rails slide once you dust the sand off. With the help of your partner, from the other side, the doors open with a creak.
Huh. I hope no one dangerous heard that. Yes. Time to investigate these passages. Let's move quietly and not make more sound.
Not running is a great way to do that.
Documents. Thick, dusty panes of glass. I found a jacket. Oh, don't run. The beam of flashlight, a crevice in the wall. No one slept here in months, maybe years. Okay. Wait.
A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes. A plaque reads, K. Mazov. There is a spider web in the lower left corner of the portrait.
What a troublemaker he was.
Looks like some latter-day radicals were hiding out here. They left a long time ago.
Would be connected to the bust we found in the students' room?
Millions of depictions of Mazov have been produced. They're not all connected. Besides, that looked like some student. The youth always go for this kind of stuff.
Or are you done? Say ah. Say ah. No, you're done? No? You want more? It's all these secret weapons caches and secret bunkers.
We have found a lot of those lately. I guess what most people think of as history tends to linger in rundown neighborhoods. Martinez being what it is, no one has gone through the trouble of cleaning up the
Please stop
old
grabbing my
bunkers.
hair. I don't like it when he grabs my hair because I don't want him to get it like wrapped around his limbs or anything.
Good hiding place for someone who's up to no good.
You mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history.
Years' worth of dust is shaken off. The full head of hair matched by an ample moustache and sideburns.
Okay,
Look
I
a
think
bit
he's
silly.
done now. Done? Flip of the baby? A flip of the baby. Like a pancake. There you go. Same slit we saw from the outside. Oh, I found footprints. One of the souls appears more worn than the other. Okay. Okay. Um... Here. Buzzing sound is getting louder.
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell.
No, what do you mean?
A pain, a strange tingling.
I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh.
Wait, you really don't feel anything?
No, but you are the sensitive one.
It's not a quib. The situation is dangerous.
I saw them 2 footprints with their right soul worn.
Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully.
What do you mean?
Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do? We'll set in motion events we have no control over.
You're okay. You're okay.
You will upset the balance of power in Martinez. The deadlock between the company and the Union will destabilize. This part of town is a fine clockwork puzzle. Disturb its peace, and it will start breaking down uncontrollably.
Hey, what's wrong? What's wrong? See, I'm right here, okay?
Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
How bad do you think things could get?
We are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground.
If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
What do you think is waiting for us?
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough.
Spinning
We
around
still have the
again, okay?
element of surprise.
Spin the baby! Spin the baby! See, you're okay.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking.
I messed up once.
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
Okay. I mean, I have a hard save not too long ago, so I'm not that worried.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice. It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But her words are the only ones you can make out.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse. Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
As she says the word officer, you feel a spike in the agony. It sounds like the entire radio frequency range is screaming directly into your neural pathways. No, buddy, that's not going to help. You can't shield yourself from this. It's an entirely new type of experience, way worse than all the previous ones. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
You're under arrest.
Really now? Check this out.
You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw. Very, very bad. This is the end. Bad. All you feel is pain and weakness. You have to surrender now. We all do. It gets so dark. You don't even see her face. Like you always thought you would. You only see pain and fear. Cop suffers final heart attack. A detective lieutenant of the RCM passed away yesterday. His death, though abrupt, did not come as a surprise to those who knew him. He was the heaviest drinker I'd ever met. Captain Ptolemy Price, the deceased superior officer, commented, "That ain't easy on the ticker." He loved his liquor, sure.
Okay then, well.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. You rattle the handle a bit, then push on the door with all your weight. It does not budge. Not only...
We don't get in there. Frankly...
No. We've gotten into every door thus far.
Relax. No
we
one's
did this.
At least you can think about opening it. About...
I mean, is there anything else that I can do here? I don't think so. We're gonna go again. Except I'll do a hard save. Like, well, we're right there. Hi.
Behind the pipe, the maintenance door, rusted shut and half an ordinary drainage pipe. As your eyes adjust, you see some trash, crumpled up newspapers, cigarette butts. Someone has half-heartedly spray-painted skulls on the right side. And nothing. Broken glass from bottles thrown against the walls of the pipe. A syringe.
I mean, we'll try it. I don't...
The
Oh, I
metal
did
balls
it!
are heavy, and the flaking rust hurts your palm.
Good work. Shall we?
Woohoo! Yes, I should take out my flashlight. Gun. Black. Shh. You're okay. Okay, so I do get experience for doing all of it. You're okay. I don't know, I'll do this again.
A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man.
Yes. Looks like some latter-day radicals were hiding out here. They left a long time ago. We have found a
good hiding place for someone who's up to no good.
millions of depictions of Mazov. You mean
Okay.
like Ruby?
Then we'll go this way. Yeah. Okay, new skill point. You know what? I'm gonna take empathy instead this time. Hi. He's kind of smiling. You're smiling? Are we smiling? Yeah. Okay, the buzzing is getting louder.
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets.
feel
But
something?
you can't. The sensation won't go away.
But no, that's what I was
What do
trying
you
to say.
mean?
A pain, a strange tingling.
I don't feel it, but
You really don't
should
feel
still- no.
anything.
But
We
you're-
did
it's
all this
not a
earlier,
quib.
so.
The situation is
looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan. Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the...
it will upset the balance of power in Martinez. The deadlock with this part of town is a fine clockwork puzzle. Disturb its peace, and it will
Okay.
start breaking down. Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
We tell Joyce about Everett's plan.
I leave that to your judgment. You already know what I think about cross-pollinating information like this. It's dangerous, but
He just can't be sure. Maybe it will yield something useful.
You know what Joyce knows about the murder, but I might have other things.
Yes. There won't be time for that once things go down. Matter of fact, I don't think there's time for it now, but... Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire...
If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking.
Or maybe not. Either way.
Okay, so even though I haven't run, it doesn't look like it makes a difference.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive. It's like 1,000 radio stations are being...
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll can't say it's a pleasure, officer.
As she says the word, officer.
Don't come at me.
That's an awful decision. Why would you not want to shield yourself from it? It's an entirely new type of experience. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job.
Are you gonna kill me too?
No, I'm not going to fucking kill you. If that had been my plan, you'd be dead already. All things considered, I'm being pretty reasonable here.
Okay.
I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
You okay?
Wow, check out the big brains on you. You're not entirely wrong.
Okay.
A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world. At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
Okay.
She likes telling you about the machine. Keep her talking. Look for an opportunity to break loose.
How did you get your hands on this thing?
I built it myself.
And she's proud of it too. As she ought to be. This is way beyond your abilities.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Oh yeah. Way beyond.
Will I stay like this forever?
No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like waking out of a very confusing dream. Förhoppningsvis sitter verksamhet.
You experience this yourself.
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
Please turn it off. I can't take it anymore.
You're big boys. You can handle it. Stop being so damn melodramatic. God damn it. Fine, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
The gun she's carrying is a 2-barreled front loader, not like the murder weapon.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't feel much better, but she can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much. There's only 3 meters between you and the machine. If you keep her distracted for long enough, maybe.
Oh. I don't know if I want to try that though. How did you know we were coming?
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while.
The hiding bullets under floorboards?
So you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised.
Why hide the bullet?
This could have turned out pretty bad for me if you
Try
hadn't
putting
walked
him down
right
again.
into 25 bands of ultra-high frequencies.
Hey, do you want to go back to bed? Try putting it down, okay? So that's holding but for the rest, okay? Woo!
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit.
Did you shoot
No,
Lily?
I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching, though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you. Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first.
Cassia was the first to share her suspicions.
Oh, I knew the kitten had claws, but not like this. But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me?
Your own boys told us.
My boys?
Okay, call them the Hardy Boys then.
Well, fuck. Those guys liked me, I know it. If this is what happens to people who people like...
A dour despair is creeping into her voice.
How the fuck do the rest of you get by?
Wasn't it you who called me the human can opener? It's not personal, I opened them up.
I did, didn't I? Now you've come for me. Fuck them all the same.
I do it by asking questions and I have some for you.
Like what? I already told you I didn't do it.
A strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself.
Do you have an alibi for when he was shot?
Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon me.
There were 10 minutes they couldn't account
You
for.
mean the length of a toilet break? That wouldn't even have been enough time.
That was long enough to commit murder.
Wow. Now I'm curious. Please, explain.
Play pinball much?
No. Not since I was 14 and hanging out in the only diner in Dardun. Haven't been into low-risk, no-reward games since moving to the city. Why?
There's a secret way from the Roland Barkley route.
Don't know it, but also...
Evaluating your competence as a police officer.
The shot couldn't have come from the roof, or we would have all heard it downstairs.
She has a point there. No one mentioned.
Okay, let's take a step back.
Where?
What happened? Tell me your version.
She eyes you warily, as though gauging your sincerity.
It's okay. We just want to...
All right, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the shit with Hardy and the boys over a few beers, like always. Then Klasha comes in, all pale and shuddering. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next to her.
Did she seem high to you?
Oh yeah, super. But I didn't think too much of it at first. I'd seen her party hard before.
She said you knew something was wrong immediately.
No, I really didn't. She's not that easy to read. I just assumed she'd done too much blow. It wouldn't be a first for her. But no such luck. She was in some deep shit. She asked me to come upstairs. The merc she'd been going with was lying on the bedroom floor, dead. I knew she couldn't get the authorities involved, so yeah.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
How did you come up with the plan so quickly?
What? No. Faking a lynching was her idea.
Okay.
Yeah, in cold blood. It really surprised me how quickly she was able to get a hold of herself once we got up there. It was like she was another person. The party girl was gone. She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she could wind the shower head around his neck to fake lividity. Then she dressed him while I went to get the Hardy Boys.
That's bad that she'd be so calm.
Yeah. I wasn't sure whether to admire her or be disturbed.
Do you think she killed Lily herself?
As I keep telling you cops, we didn't hear anything downstairs. No gunshot, nothing.
But even if this is true, weren't you worried the lynching might lead to...
War? The thought crossed my mind. But the mercenary's death was going to have repercussions either way. Although the way things are going...
She doesn't want to talk about this, but not because she has something to hide. She doesn't want the guilt.
Fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me.
Who killed the merc if it wasn't you?
How should I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him, and there hasn't been any useful gossip over the radio.
Those rings around her eyes, her tired voice. She's been staying up late, listening in on the conversations crisscrossing Martinez.
Police radio? You've been following the case?
Who hasn't? You know, I can still see him there, in Claus's room, lying on his side. He was still warm, but the bluish light coming through the broken window made him look as though he'd been dead for a good long while.
If you didn't kill him, why hide?
I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn La Puta Madre agent.
So this is what she was scared to tell Titus. This cop.
Yes, you. Everyone says you're his peon, his human can opener.
Hmm.
You feel something in your chest.
No.
Natural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw. Yeah. Screaming isn't happening on account of all you feel is pain. Cop suffers from a heart attack. A detective lieutenant of the...
Okay. I need to try and get more healing then. Wonder if I can buy anything from here.
Is this about the questions?
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are the tear machines. Your bottles clunk into...
I don't have any food. Alright. Okay, guys, hold tight, though. I'm gonna be right back, and then we will try that again, hopefully without dying.